I get it done, even if I'm just going through the motions. I go through the motions.
Every single morning when you wake up, you need to realize that today is a new day. It doesn't matter what happened yesterday, the day before that, a week, a month ago. It doesn't matter what's happening tomorrow. Today is its own day, and you need to take advantage of it because today isn't coming ever again. It is a great opportunity to get something done. You need to wake up, look yourself in the mirror, and decide it is time to go to work. No matter what that is, it doesn't have to be this incredibly long, lengthy process. You just have to make sure that you are improving yourself each and every single day. Every day you wake up, you should write whatever goal you want to achieve down on a piece of paper. Look at it, look at yourself in the mirror, and imagine you achieving that goal. Then you need to go out and find ways to constantly get closer to that goal every single day. It is going to be a long, monotonous process, but you will understand that once you become successful, all of those little steps will add up to these large leaps and bounds of progress that you've been able to achieve because you are dedicated every single day. And you wake up in the morning and look at yourself and get motivated. You get fired up, all because you know what it is you want to do, because you know the plan that you want to become successful. There's so much that goes into it, but you can break it down to an easy little bit every single day.
Take the discipline to face the stressful situation. Get ahead of it. Don't be afraid of it. Days when I'm tired or worn out or just basically sick of the grind. What do I do on those days? I go anyways. I get it done, even if I'm just going through the motions. I go through the motions. I don't really want to work out. I work out. I really don't want to hammer on a project. I hammer on the project. Don't really want to get up and get out of bed. I get up and get out of bed. Now, these could be signals that you need some time off. And those signals might be right. They could be correct. But don't take today off. Not today. Wait until tomorrow. Don't give in to the immediate gratification that is whispering in your ear. Shut that down. Do not listen to that little voice. Instead, go through the motions. I always say that discipline is the root of all good qualities, but you have to absolutely apply it to things outside of just waking up early. It's everything. It's working out every day, making yourself stronger and faster and more flexible and healthier. Discipline is eating the right foods to fuel your system. It's about disciplining your emotions so you can make good decisions. It's about having the discipline to control your ego so your ego doesn't get out of hand and control you. It's about treating people the way you would want to be treated and doing the tasks that you don't necessarily want to do, but that you know will help you or help your team.
Let's say you're the most ultra motivated guy in the world. When that alarm clock goes off, there's at least 50% of the time where that soft little pillow is just caressing your head and you want to stay there. And it takes discipline to go, nope, I'm going to get up out of this bed and I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do. And that discipline that you have at that moment, you win that fight. That's a big victory. That pattern will carry out throughout the day because once you're up, well, now that I'm up, I might as well go work out because I'm already up and I feel good that I got up out of bed and I won that battle. Let me go win another battle. I'm going to go get it done. And then when you show up at the office and there's someone that's got a big box of donuts that they're giving away for free, by the way. So they're just sitting there. It's almost like an insult not to take them. But when you've already gotten up early, you had the discipline there, you already worked out, you had the discipline there, and now you see the box of donuts, you're like, no, I'm not gonna eat the donuts. No donuts. You're not gonna do it. And that discipline carries on throughout the day. So now you take that and you expand that out over a week and a month, and you end up with more discipline. And it starts with that simple act of getting up and getting out of bed in the morning.
In all those horrible situations, they prove really that humans can withstand almost unimaginable stress, which meant to me that I could too, and you can. And the first step for me is doing that, taking that look to gain some perspective. And then in order to gain perspective, you got to do something that we already talked about. You've got to detach. You've got to detach from the problems or the stress that you're experiencing so that you can get that perspective of them. There's a couple different types of stress. Now, if it's something that you can control that's causing you stress, why aren't you getting control of it? Generally, it's a lack of discipline. So you gotta have the discipline to grab control and make it happen. And when I say you need discipline for that, what that means is these stresses that you're avoiding, they're not going to go away if you avoid them. So take the discipline to face the stressful situation. Get ahead of it. Don't be afraid of it. Now, there's also stress that's caused by things that you cannot control. And if you remember talking earlier about artillery and how horrible that was, and what made it so horrible was that there's no control over it. So if you can't control something and you can't get control of it, you have to at least embrace what you can. And I'm not saying you're going to embrace artillery shelling, but I'll tell you what, when it comes to things like artillery, or for us in Ramadi, it was IEDs. And we could do everything we could do to mitigate that risk, but eventually there's only so much you can do, and you cannot completely eliminate it. But you can't control it, so why are you going to worry about it? Why are you going to stress about it?
Thank you all so much for watching. If you haven't already, please go ahead and like this video. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel and let us know what you thought down in the comment section below.